All right, it is Friday, February 19th. Last video before. I need to get something to eat here. And let's check out uh the spy. Let's do the spy. We haven't done that today. Let's see where we're at in the spy. All right, I have all these lines drawn from the spy. Get this all the way back here. I'm trying to get it. This is a Fibonacci retracement level. So I hate all these pop-ups, my computer. So here we are again. 2018. Yeah, a decent drop. And we went for pretty much the rest of the year all the way out. Then we dropped October, big drop. That was the rates. They're gonna the Fed was gonna raise rates. Yeah, the market didn't like that. We bounced up again, came back, a lot of dips, and then we went on our big run, October to January and February. Then coronavirus hit, and then we dropped like a rock. And we bounced back pretty strong. A few dips along the way. This was a little pullback. Big runs July to September, we pulled back. October, November, we pulled back. And then we've been on a run, little one here. And this is a massive rising wedge. This is crazy rising wedge. The textbook of a rising wedge is your width, gets smaller and smaller. So you reach almost like a point, which is possible. But usually you break down before the point. So let me see if this equals this. You have one move down. This would be one. I guess this would be 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be next move down. We'll see if that plays out. Nothing's exact. If we roll over, you're going to look immediately 385, 370 now. And then a bigger rollover would be 350 to 330 zone. We'll see if that happens. So looking on the yearly, you can see the yearly. This goes back to 1990. You have 3 big candles on a yearly, then we bounced one big one, then we shot up from this hammer, and then we went up pretty much the whole way. Quarterly's looking like a big wedge too, man. This is a massive wedge. Monthly, and that's because we're getting pumped with stimulus. They're still debating a stimulus. It'll probably be March. We'll get it sometime. Probably first, second week of March, maybe something like that. So, you're getting stimulus, and the guy in CNBC said probably more stimulus after that. So it's pretty crazy at this point. So you can see this on the monthly. See this? 2000, we crashed, then we went up. That started at 2000. So you have 2001, 2, 3, about 3.5 years, you could say. That was a really bad move. Then we jumped from 2003 to 2007, late 2007 looks like. So, yeah, the financial crisis, 2007. Let's see, 8, 9. What was that? Well, 1 year, maybe like 1.5 years, and then we went up from then. Look, little dips here. 2015, 16, we went sideways. Then after 16, 17, we just exploded. And then this is where we got these wedges. This is the monthly. See this? We came up, went down, another big move down. We're getting like big flash move. Not this way and this way. Not like consistent, like we're down for years. You're getting like flash crashes, meaning like it could be a few months, 3, 4 months, 3 to 6 months, or even a month here. See this move down. You have a broadening wedge too. This low is crossing down. This moves here. Are we going to get a big crash here? I think we will. Something's going to happen again. It has to. Yeah, it might not be like this, but you could drop 390 to 300. I could see that. And see, from the move down, it's not even that big a move because we've run so far. That's the problem. Look at the weekly. Yeah, the weekly's forming a big wedge. We're getting tighter and tighter. So from this high here, here, and here. But we're up. We're still up. We're 95 on stochastics weekly. Yeah, we came down. This 50 level is always key in the weekly stochastics. If you break below that, you're pretty much going under 20. So that's the move there. And, we're looking strong now. But I think eventually something's going to happen. But what is going to happen? Who knows? That's the question. Yeah, you can just tell the charts don't lie. I said something's gonna happen here. I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. And I called that too. I said we're gonna have a major crash or something because it was another wedge form. You draw this line, see this back in March, and it broke through. So you're running out of space here. It can only go up so far before at least a major healthy pullback. So I'm calling for that. I just don't know when. There's no signal yet though. So just keep an eye on that. This is a classic pattern. The charts don't lie. Technicals always tell the truth. All right, UVXY. Yeah, this is the big move up 130 plus. That was the March coronavirus madness. Then we came down. Look at this line right here. Look how tight we're getting. And then 10 we broke up. I thought this was going to be the move, like some big move. It didn't happen. And now we went below 10. We're going lower and lower at 866. So that 10 line broke. And probably put a line right now. We have another line here. So here we go. So that equals this. Now you have another trend line formed. And we just keep going down at this point. So there's nothing happening UVXY. If you want to get in now, you could be early. I don't know. Maybe a few months something happens. You just don't really know at this point. But we're going below. Broke 10. So that's where you're at. The weekly is getting even lower. It's at a 142. This has been buried since March. That's kind of odd too. Um, so there's nothing to see here on the short side until maybe Monday something happens and there's bad news or something we drop or you just don't know. But it's not looking like anything right now. VIX, VIX, the VIX is still holding up, which is kind of strange. So you had the move March, came down, we bounced, came down, we bounced again, and there's your 20 line. But this has been holding this 20 line for a long time. Now we tried to break up. Today we hammered, and then the hammer came up. So it's at 22. So, but you see this line here too. This line going all the way across. This is 45, 40. So I could see another spike up to 35, 40. I said this in other videos. The weekly, you see this back and forth, back and forth. We really went under. We're at 791 on stochastics. Monthlies is chopping back. And you can see now this line, which could mean, well, if you draw this line, we're going back. See this? And then we won't have a breakout till 2022, maybe. I don't know. Like a really big breakout. Maybe that'll happen. Yeah, this is lining up back and forth, back until we squeeze. A descending triangle. That's what it's formed now. The high is getting lower, but the low is holding, which means it will squeeze. But I don't know if that's going to be consistent this whole way this year. We'll see. So that's the VIX. And that's where we're at. Bitcoin is on fire. That is not Bitcoin. All right, where's Bitcoin? Is this it? Yeah, here it is. All right, Bitcoin's at 55,000. This is crazy. Bitcoin is all speculative. Like, what is Bitcoin? Is it coins? Is it digital currency? So, if you're saying, blockchain, there's relative value to blockchain because, you can use that in financial systems. You can use that in different ways. That's why blockchain is good. Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin? So, like gold, it's like digital gold, people are saying. So, okay, they say it's another form of currency. But what is the intrinsic value of Bitcoin? Like, what is it? Is it is it the speculators, like people pushing it up? If I use Bitcoin, like, is it worth more than a dollar? Is it its own currency? So, like, it's pretty crazy here. This is 20,000, 55,000 plus now. This broke this trend line 15, then we kept going up 20,000, 40,000. Yeah, had a nice dip at 30,000. That dip was a huge buy here. Look at this. I was gonna get NG. This is GX. Oh, GP. Was it GPTC? I forget. I gotta look after this, but that was the dip, and then we went up, little U shape, and now we're at 40,000 and 45 right here. Now we're at 55,000. It's going to 100,000, I guess. Who knows? But every dip now, just like anything in stocks, you just play the chart. This is so volatile, though. If this comes back, this could come back to, this is a trend line now. If I bring it up a little more about here, this could come back to 36,000. See, you have move here, about 36 maybe. That would be another dip buy. I think that could happen. We're at 96.70 stochastics. You can't get any higher. That's extremely high. Would I want to buy here? No. I mean, if it goes to 100,000, I could see that. I'm not denying it could do that, but I'm saying I don't want to buy it here. Like, you want to buy in every dip. All right, let's look at the yearly on this. This is a straight up rocket. Quarterly broke out. Monthly, see here the back and forth, and then we broke out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green bars. There's like no sell bars at all. Here's the weekly. Yeah, we've been going back and forth. If you draw a line right here on the weekly, that tells me too right here. See this? So your stochastics are getting tighter and tighter. See the width of the move? You're getting so high up here, back and forth, back and forth. And then see this low keeps getting higher until you squeeze. You could get a move down, eventually a good pullback. You really want another pullback to like 35,000. Look how far away from your 13 EMA. Someone's going to get slaughtered here because, it is going to pull back. The thing is, too, when the stocks or anything, Bitcoin, people want to get in, you can't get in at the top. Why would you buy the top? It's just absolutely stupid. So this is so far away. This is 20,000 away from your 13 EMA. So smart money's going to wait for a pullback. There's the 4-hour. You see all these gaps. Look at this. It's crazy. 2-hour, 1-hour. So it's just on a tear right now. And what goes up must come down, and this will pull back again. Probably one of these moves back to 35, 40,000. So, there's Bitcoin. Incredible run. I wish I did get in 10,000 or back here, even when this was 5,000. Even if I put in 500 or 1,000. Probably should have. Didn't really think about it that much. Like, I wasn't paying attention to it. I was more looking at stocks. But, there it is. What's the other one? Here's the grayscale. So you can trade this, because you don't want to trade Bitcoin at 55,000. I don't even know if you can trade that. So this mimics it. It's a grayscale Bitcoin trust. Now, this had to move up. I remember here when it was 30. I was like, I should get in 30. Maybe I should get in there for a swing. That would have been a great move. And there it is. But you'll get another chances of what? Probably come down to 32-ish, 34 on a pullback. I could see that. You don't want to buy anything stochastics 94.40. Same as any stock trading, anything. That's the high. This is the low. You buy lows. You buy lows on the way up to on dips. You don't buy highs on highs. I mean, eventually you'll get burned. That's why. If you buy here, you have less chance to get burned because it's a pullback. So, all right. So the SPY is forming a major rising wedge, but still going up. UVXY is really falling. Volatility went below 10. The VIX is holding at 20, and the high is getting lower. So we're bouncing back and forth. Bitcoin is on fire. Now there's so many other coins too. There's what's there like 1,000 now of different categories in Bitcoin. There's just so many. Some are junk, but some will make it, some won't. All right, so that's Bitcoin, and that's it. So that's where we stand right now. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Leave any comments, information you have on any stocks, on Bitcoin, whatever you want to give information. The SPY. And let's see here. Let me just go down here and subscribe to Stock Twits, Mike Heyman Trades, Instagram, Mike Frank98, TikTok, Mike Frank III, Twitter, Mike J Trades. I have Facebook, but I don't really use that. So, and I have a Patreon where you can donate, but I haven't really set that up. So maybe I'll put videos on there. That's it for now. Peace.